There are mysteries that have spanned the centuries, hidden from the eyes of the world. Some of these secrets may be kept behind the closed doors of the Vatican, protected by absolute secrecy. But why is certain information kept away from public knowledge? What is in these archives that, if revealed, could shake the foundations of faith and history? Could the Bible have already warned us about this? Still in the book of Daniel, in chapter 2, King Nebuchadnezzar has an enigmatic dream. He sees a gigantic statue divided into different metals. The head of gold represents Babylon. The chest and arms of silver symbolize Medo-Persia. The belly and thighs of bronze refer to Greece. The legs of iron point to Rome. But the most striking part is the final section of the statue, the feet of iron mixed with clay, symbolizing a divided and fragile kingdom that would remain until the end of time. But in Daniel, in chapters 7 and 8, the mystery deepens. Daniel has another astonishing vision. 4 great beasts emerge from the sea, representing empires that would shape the course of humanity. The first, a lion, symbolizes Babylon. The second, a bear, represents Medo-Persia. The third, a leopard, points to Greece, but the fourth beast was different from all the others. Terrifying and dreadful, it had iron teeth and crushed everything around it. This creature represents the Roman Empire. However, something even more intriguing arises within this empire. A little horn rises arrogantly, persecutes the saints of the Most High, and attempts to change times and laws. What does this prophecy mean? This power would not be just an ordinary kingdom, but a system that would exercise dominion over peoples through faith and politics. The connection between the little horn and the Vatican becomes even more evident when we analyze the transition of power in Rome. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century, political authority was gradually replaced by a religious rule centered on the figure of the Pope. For centuries, the papacy not only influenced European rulers, but also determined laws and doctrines that shaped society. The Vatican became the center of this system, exerting power over nations, kings, and peoples, exactly as described in Daniel's prophecy. The fusion of political and religious power consolidated the papacy as a global force, capable of dictating rules that affected everything from the economy to forms of worship. Even today, the Vatican remains one of the most influential institutions in the world, maintaining diplomatic relations with various countries and actively participating in political and social decisions of global reach. Historical records show that after the fall of Rome, a religious system took control not only of faith, but also of politics and the economy. During the Middle Ages, the papacy consolidated its influence over kings and rulers, determining laws and modifying fundamental aspects of Christian doctrine. The prophecy of Daniel is clear in stating that this power would speak against God, persecute the saints, and alter times and laws. The second commandment, which prohibits the worship of images, was removed from catechisms. The fourth commandment, which commands the observance of the Sabbath as a holy day, was replaced by Sunday. Furthermore, this institution began to claim divine authority on earth, becoming a bridge between God and men. In the book of Revelation, John has a vision that complements Daniel's prophecies. He describes a woman dressed in purple and scarlet, adorned with gold and precious stones, holding a cup full of abominations. The woman mentioned in Revelation symbolizes a religious system that abandoned divine principles and allied itself with the kings of the earth, exercising power and influence over nations and rulers. This dominion was responsible for persecutions and the modification of the original doctrine taught by the apostles. For centuries, the truth was replaced by doctrines created by men, and those who dared to question this system suffered severe consequences. But what does this mean for today? This system still exerts its influence over governments and the faith of millions of people worldwide. Its decisions have global impacts, and its authority continues to be recognized by the leaders of the world's greatest powers. The Vatican holds one of the most inaccessible libraries on the planet, known as the Archivum Secretum Vaticanum. This archive contains historical documents dating back over 1,000 years. Among them are records of the Inquisition, secret letters between popes and monarchs, and documents that may contain information about doctrinal changes and religious persecutions. But why are these documents kept secret? Could it be that among these shelves there is proof that the Vatican has always known its prophetic role and acted to keep the truth concealed? The Bible warns us, "Nothing is hidden that will not be revealed, nor anything secret that will not be known." If this information were to come to light, what impact would it have on the world? Would trust in religious authority collapse? Would millions of believers turn to the scriptures in search of the true doctrine? Prophecies are not limited to the past. Revelation reveals that this power will have a crucial role in the last days. In chapter 13, John sees two beasts. The first represents a religious system that received power from the dragon. The second, a power that rises in the west and cooperates with the first, imposing its authority over all people. This means that a global control system will be implemented, where those who do not submit will face persecution. Are we already seeing the signs of this prophecy being fulfilled? Laws are being adjusted to restrict freedom of worship. The global financial system is moving toward digital control. The union between religions and governments is growing rapidly. Everything is aligning for the fulfillment of this prophecy. The fall of Babylon and the return of Christ. The Bible is clear, this system will not last forever. The destruction of this religious empire will mark the beginning of Christ's reign. And on that day, those who remained faithful to God will see his promise fulfilled. But the great question is, are we prepared for this moment? Christ left us a warning. "Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast what you have, that no one may take your crown." Time is running out. The system that has ruled the world for centuries is about to collapse. Christ will return to gather those who have remained faithful to his word. But the decision is individual. The prophecy of Daniel and the book of Revelation are not just ancient records. They are a prophetic roadmap warning us about events that have already been fulfilled and those that are yet to come. The little horn continues to exert its influence, and according to Scripture, its actions will become even more intense in the last days. But the prophecy also brings hope. It assures us that this system will not last forever and that Christ will return to establish his kingdom of justice and truth. In light of all this, we must be prepared. The truth is before us, but many still do not know it. So if this message resonated with you, share it with others. Leave your comment with your opinion on this topic and tell us, do you believe these prophecies are still being fulfilled? We want to hear what you think. And if you are not yet subscribed, join us on this journey of biblical knowledge and prophetic revelations. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content. Time is running out, but the decision is still in our hands. May we choose the truth and remain steadfast until the end.